Family inheritance drama. The lost will. The family was shocked when the will was declared invalid. Grandpa had passed away, leaving behind a fortune estimated at $5 million. But there was a problem. The will was missing. The family was thrown into chaos. Aunt Linda, always the suspicious type, claimed it was stolen. Cousin Tom, ever the optimist, said it was hidden somewhere safe, but no one knew where it was. The tension grew as the family fought over the inheritance, each member believing they deserved a larger share. As days turned into weeks, the family's relationships began to fray. Siblings who once laughed together were now barely speaking. Nieces and nephews who used to play together were now divided by suspicion. The atmosphere was thick with resentment and anger. It seemed like nothing could bring them back together. Then a surprise twist. Grandpa's old lawyer, Mr. Thompson, who had been with the family for decades, revealed a secret safe in the basement. It was a small, unassuming metal box tucked away behind an old painting. No one had noticed it before. Mr. Thompson explained that Grandpa had asked him to install it years ago, just in case something happened to the original will. Inside the safe was the original will, untouched and perfectly preserved. The family gathered around, hearts pounding with anticipation. The lawyer began to read the will aloud. The surprise was immense. Grandpa had left everything to charity. Not a single cent went to the family. The room fell silent as the reality sank in. The family was stunned, unable to comprehend why Grandpa would make such a decision. But here's where it gets crazy. The will also included a letter. In it, Grandpa explained his decision. He wanted to teach them a lesson about greed and family. He had seen how the search for the will had torn them apart, how their love for money had overshadowed their love for each other. Grandpa believed that by leaving everything to charity, he could show them the true value of family and the dangers of greed. The family read the letter in silence, each member reflecting on their actions. They realized that they had been so focused on the inheritance that they had forgotten what truly mattered. The lesson was hard, but necessary. They began to rebuild their relationships slowly but surely. They started spending time together again, sharing stories,